Hello farmers, welcome back to Selendra. Backing up, I just loaded up 2 new horses that we got in the horse stable. They need to go over to the other one. I did a little bit of crop damage. I gotta remember, that's not a grass field anymore. I just can't go across a grass field. Yeah, that's soybeans. So I maybe went in by about a meter or 2 before, just as I crossed, I'm like, that doesn't look like grass. It's like, yeah, because it's not. But anyways, yeah, it is early June. We have 2 young horses we got to bring over to the other stable. We're going to put them in there. We're going to sell 13 sheep this morning, go over to see Earl. Now, I do have 2 horses, the one that just gave off these offspring here. They're worth $5,000. I need to sell them too, I guess. Make some money on the horses during this series. That'd be a pretty good idea, I think. But let's get these horses on in. And then it's time to sell the planks. The planks are going for a really, really good price, which means we should be able to pay off the loan here this morning. I was going to zip on through June and, you know, come back with you guys in the evening hours, but the price for planks right now is really good. You go in there. All right, we're all set here. The question is now, I got to get out of here without going into my crop. And then we can move on to July and get over to the wheat harvest. As I do a 3-point turn here. There we go. Now let's go over and see the sheep. Can I get around that tree? I think so. I think I've done it before, coming the other way. Alright, and that is good. Or not. Okay, I'm not in the trigger. Let's see if I can get the animal trailer inside that trigger. That usually does it. Alright, let me bring up the helper HUD here. That is so close, I'm sure. Oh, I think I saw it there just for a second. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now I'm not in the trigger. Now I'm in the trigger. Let's stay in the trigger. $1,000. Well, these sheep will do. Yes, they will. 13 sheep. All right. Do we have 13 sheep into the trailer? Well, they look like they're nice and cozy. Let's head out. Ooh, watch out for the tree stump. All right. Let's go find and see if Earl is sitting outside watching his livestock. We'll sell these 13 sheep, and then we'll come back. We'll get the 2 horses that are worth $5,000. So basically, what looks like is going to be happening here is on the profit for horses, which is very little. We took 4 horses that were worth $5,000, put them in the training facility, and got $15,000 in return for trained horses. Not that great. And now we're going to sell 2 horses for $5,000. So we sold $25,000 worth of horses. I paid $100,000 for both stables, so that's $200,000. And you know, between the hay and the oats and the sorghum, I don't know how much in crop we have sold them or fed them. So I'm going to take it as a loss. But you know, we learned on the horses. Probably don't do horses. Although I should say, on hinterland, you might want to do horses, because on that map she made the horses worth $40,000 a piece. So a much better, I don't want to say a much better profit. Let's just say maybe make a profit on them. Still not worth doing the training facility, I don't think. All right, let's watch out for the cow there. We don't want to run over one of his livestock. All right, and then we'll click on these. Sell all 13. Yes, yes, yes. All right, that's looking good. Let's go get those 2 horses, the very mature ones that just had the offspring. They wouldn't have any more offspring until next year for sure. So we're not going to be here, but it's time to actually sell some horses. And they're getting kind of on the old side. I don't know the exact age of the horses. I don't know how many years we've been here. But they're like the original 6 that we bought. Yeah, I think we bought 6 to start with. We sold Well, we brought the 4 over to the training facility, which we just talked about, and then we got these 2. So the original 6 horses will be all off the farm. No more cutting through my grass field. Bouncy, bouncy. We got a lot of planks to sell, and that alone right there will pay off the loan. I was having a look at the factories as well this morning, and I thought we were fine, but the greenhouses, they may need some attention by, well, pretty darn soon. Alright, where are these horses here? Does it say the transport vehicle is no longer in the area? Are you kidding me here? Okay, that should be in the zone. Alright, so we got Viking, and Viking is 58 months old, so they're getting to be almost 6 years old. Move the trailer. Yes. Alright, and then we have Apple. So they're going to be 58 months old as well. Move the trailer. Alright, and now, let's see here. I guess I can go out this way. This road's not that bad. Now let's go see Earl once more. Get 10 grand for these 2 horses. Seems like I should get more than that for horses, right? I mean, we kind of already discussed it, but $5,000 for a horse does not seem that realistic. I don't know what horses go for in real life, but then again, I don't want to talk about thoroughbreds and racing, racing horses. They can go for lots of money if they've won like the Kentucky Derby and stuff like that. We just got farm horses, so I don't know how much they really go for. But they easily go for $5,000 a piece. We do know that much. Oh yeah, I did pay a little bit of the loan off before I went to bed at the end of May. We made a good amount of money during the day from, of course, the greenhouses selling sunflowers and strawberries. And of course, the little windmill that we got was making in some money. So I paid off, I think it was $10,000 on the loan. So we'll sell that one. $5,000, that's all you get. And sell. And there we go. We're up to 23. So I think I paid off. Yeah, so we were at 275. I paid off 10, so we're down to 265. And currently we sit at 23, but we're about to bring in more than what the loan requires. So let me go back, bring the animal trailer. Well, I'll park that on up. We'll grab the other flatbed. We'll start grabbing the planks and bring them on over. Now, usually July is the best time to sell them, but I will show you the price now because I'll probably forget once I'll get too excited about doing off the loan here. So if we look at the planks, we're getting $14.35, and last year was $14.29. So it's above last year, and the price at that sell point is starting to go down. Now the price at the other 2 sell points is going up, but it's like $150 under what last year's price was. So will it reach that much? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, let's take the gift while it's there, right? We know we're gonna get more than we got last year, so let's just grab that and go with it. So much for taking the approach I normally do, which is go around the grass field or drive through the grass field and approach this parking area at a better angle. I wonder if this tree is in my way. Well, it looks like I got more room here than I thought I had. Oh, I got plenty of room. That can go right there. Alright, make sure I go out this way, not the other way. The other way leads me right into soybeans. Can't even go around it. Alright, and here is our flatbed. And I'm glad I got the autoloader because I would not want to stack Whoops, I would not want to stack all these pallets of planks with a telehandler. As you can see, we got lots of them. Lots and lots of planks. This is why I didn't want to upgrade the sawmill in the very beginning. Although it would have been nice to get, you know, that extra cash at the time. I think it would have been just too much. You're going to stack 3 high? Oh, okay. So this is going to be many trips. But considering the way we used to load it before, I could have put more pallets on before. But it would have taken me forever. Compared to this way. Ooh, they're not going to go in that. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of worried that the trigger may have taken some of the planks off the trailer. But they're all still sit here. What was it saying now? Oh yeah, so the speed of the autoloader is going to save me more time, even though we're not taking as many planks as I used to, I think. As much as I used to take. So yeah, we should speed up the process a little bit. So I'm going to sit here and show you the first load, and as you saw, it's probably going to take me, I don't know, 6 loads maybe? More? Spin around here. It's the only best way I can find to approach a sell point with this trailer. So $40,000 pretty much per trailer. That's not too bad. But then again, we kind of know what we're going to get. Actually, I could show you the rest of the amount that we're going to get. Should get another $250,000, and we owe $265,000, but we already got $63,000 in the bank account. So by the time you come back, we're going to be sitting pretty close to $300,000. Let me spin around here. Now let me get these trips done, and I'll see you in a little while. It is turning out even better than I thought. We are over 300,000, and I don't have that much more here, but it's more. So by the time we pay off this loan here, we're going to have like 60 grand in the bank account with no loan. Now I do need some of that money for maybe some fertilizer and maybe some seed for the greenhouses. They're getting to be in the red, but they are fine for another month or so at least. The one thing the greenhouses do need though is water, but we get that for free. But we may be buying some land here very shortly. Depending on how much those sheds are on that property over by Earl. I mean, if it's like 20 grand or so, which it might be, because the land around here is pretty cheap. I'm still not used to the lower prices because of the small farmland that we got here. Especially coming, you know, somewhat from East Vineland, where it was easily 200-300 grand for a lot of land. Alright, so we ended up getting up to just shy of 314,000. But let's go in here and do what I've been waiting to do for quite a while. Is spam the repay key. So the original $1.5 million is now gone. Okay, so we're down to about 50,000. And what year are we on here? Where does it say? Where's the years? I know it says it somewhere. Oh, years played, right over here. 6 years. So actually it's our 5th full year, because the first year, you know, you start in August. So, you know, 5 full years and then half of a year. Okay, so we do have 50,000. So how much is that property? It's going to be right here. So let's go to farmland. Lot number 24 is 30,000. I mean, it does have some sheds on it. All right, we own that property now too. All right, so now we're down to 20. So I'm done. I don't think we need to buy any more land really. But the purpose for buying that land is our only grass fields over there. So I could store things. Let's see. Well, I guess the baler could, in a way, go over there. But we do have some straw that we're going to be harvesting from the wheat. But I could store a whole bunch of other stuff over there as well. Like the windrower and tedder can go over there, which give me more space over here. Let's just park this right up in here. And I'm going to put the Fiat away. And then we're going to grab the Deutz and head on over to the greenhouses. Grab the water tanker. And start putting some water into a couple of the greenhouses because they are in the red. And I don't think they can go another day. They might be able to, but, you know, better be safe than sorry. I don't need to change the greenhouses over to more cotton as of yet, but we're getting close to that. Oh yeah, and in case I didn't mention it, the only grass field that we do have, I did go over there with the Deutz and put a nice layer of fertilizer down on the ground. So that's been fertilized because I didn't get a chance to roll it. So I had to fertilize it. And yeah, I almost kind of forgot the soybean field. When we planted, of course, we fertilized, but the field was already fertilized because of cutting grass. So we are 100% fertilized in our soybean fields. In case you were wondering. It kind of came across to me as well when I was taking care of the animals in the morning. And I was running across. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I need to put another layer of fertilizer down. It's like, no, these were grass fields. So yeah, when you cut a grass field, you get a stage of fertilization out of it. Fabric is already starting to pile up. We already got like $40,000 worth of fabric sitting there. But I'm not going to sell the fabric. We would keep it all the way until next April/May like we normally would. Although we're not going to be here, but I'm not going to sell any more fabric. But we're going to keep on farming like we are going to be here. So things need to continue. So that means probably some replanting of some wheat in an episode or so. So we already know that the loan interest rate overnight is going to be 0. We're still going to have some fees though. We're still paying someone to train the horses. And of course we'll have our production cost. Alright, so I don't know which ones are low. Let's see, do I get to know this? This one's low. It's down to 3,000 water. That's down to 3,000 water. That's got 15. And that one's got 15. I think the reason behind that is, the last time I filled them up, I think those two greenhouses were only doing maybe strawberries at the time. And now that we're doing 2 cycles, which is sunflowers and strawberries, that's why that one's saved on water, because it's only doing 1 cycle of fruit or a crop rather than 2 cycles. Like these two over here that we're putting water in have been doing cotton and strawberries for a while now. And as for like the greenhouses giving them water, you know, I kind of complained about it a lot last time I had to do this. And really, I go a long time in between doing it. Just that when it comes time to doing it, it takes a while. So, yeah, this tanker here holds about 4,000 liters. The greenhouses can hold 40,000 apiece. So it's probably like, you know, 8-9 loads per greenhouse. So times 4, you're doing it like, we'll just say 30-35 times. I gotta fill this up and top off the greenhouses. But today, we're just gonna give it enough on these 2 greenhouses here to get it by. I think 1 more in each should be good. I'm gonna keep the other 2 greenhouses on sunflowers for now, but maybe by September I may have to switch them over to strawberries and cotton. I'm not going to micromanage the greenhouses and look at what crop is selling good at that time and switch the strawberries over, because I think strawberries might actually be selling at a very bad price right now. So I'm not going to just go in there and see, well, maybe we should be putting potatoes in here or whatever. We're just doing strawberries and cotton and sunflowers. That's all we're going to really do. And last time you guys gave me a lot of suggestions for water tankers for the greenhouses, or trucks or tankers. The problem with a lot of the trucks and equipment that we're looking at, a lot of the trucks were going way over 200 horsepower, which is our limit on here. It's not a limit set by the map. It's just something that when we started the series, I said we can't use anything over 200 horsepower. And I think even the combine, which sounds... That's the wrong page. The combine is even under 200 horsepower, is it not? Yeah, 180 horsepower on the combine. Let's see here. How are we doing on the water now? We should be... Not the chainsaw. We should be... Oh yeah, we're over 10,000 liters. Yeah, that should be good for quite a while. So let me go ahead and we'll just park this up over here. Alright, so we are good. $18,000 in the bank account. We got more property to maintain. Let's just go over and have a quick look at it. I'm not going to bring anything over. I will probably park the tedder and windrower over here next time I go cut the grass. But we do get a couple of sheds over here. Big enough to put the combine in, which wouldn't be a bad idea, but the problem is, all my... Well, I know, not really. I was going to say all my fields are down there, but that's not true. Yeah, we got plenty of room here. Looks like the previous owner was building the sheds and then gave up and left all the lumber here for us to use. And no, I can't sell this. This is not real lumber. I could delete the objects, but yeah, we can put the tedder and windrower in here and many other things if I wanted to. Although we don't need much more equipment. Can we fold it? Close that on up. Yeah, and even the John Deere mower I could put over here, but we use that for mulching as well, but it'd be a good parking spot for it if I needed the space. Alright, so I think we've taken care... Oh, you know what? The chickens may need some love. Let me go check on the animals here. So the sheep, yeah, they're doing fine. We sold 13 sheep today already, so they're fine. The chickens are good for another month. I'd rather them... I think they got enough for the month, because we're harvesting wheat very soon here. Then we can give the chickens the wheat. The horses there are looking good, and the horses here are looking good. All right. And the production buildings are good. I did put about, I think it was 6 trees I ended up putting into the sawmill. So that's going to run, I think, until September. Probably more likely middle of August. Probably sometime in August we'll have to put some more trees into there. I did that off camera because we've been doing a lot of that lately with tree work. That's why I got rid of the wood splitter. The wood splitter was bringing in some good cash, although sometimes frustrating trying to make the firewood. Now we can kind of really see... we can kind of see exactly how much money we're making per day now, in a sense. But rapidly, we went from paying like $2,500 a night and no interest right on down to zero. All right, and now I don't know why I'm looking here, but I can't help myself but looking here. Oh, let's get this. We could really use this. Yeah, grain trailer, a mother bin. We don't really need that. Just joking, of course. All right. Yeah, we are all set. Going to bed at 9:11 in the morning. That sounds about right. So we're sitting at just shy of 18,600. Yeah, I think we're all set. Let's just go to bed. Let's just go to bed. And I think we might actually wake up and be over 20 grand. Maybe even better than that. 22 grand. Not too bad. So yeah, we are paying $13.20 for animal upkeep. No more space for... Ooh. Thought I took care of the eggs at the chickens. Well, we can take care of it here pretty soon. I assume the wheat field... Yes, it is. Wheat field is ready. So I don't know how many more prompts we're going to get on the chickens, but... Like I said, we can go ahead and take care of them when we bring the first load of wheat in. All right, we'll at least get one field harvested today of the wheat. Let's see here. Where is enable straw swath? I need to do that. So let me enable that. Yeah, I should buy this little grass field here as well. Actually, someone just left a comment in the last episode actually talking about the next series that I do about cutting through fields. I should stop doing that. Or at least try to. I thought for the most part I do try to avoid that. Here I was going through the fields a little bit more because, well, the roads are bumpy. But I'll try to do better in the next series and moving forward. But for the most part, I think, for sure, I would say 80% of the time I'm on a road. Others may disagree, but I don't know. Seems like I was doing rather well on the roads. Actually, let's cut across right through here. Let's make sure the straw swath gets on our land. That way we can actually bale it on up. So we're not going to get that much straw this year. We only got 2 wheat fields to get straw off of. We're not doing any more oats. I mean, I could do some oats because the horse stables can take oats. The one thing is going to take, I know we only got like 3 more episodes after this, at least that's the plan. The one thing that's going to be a second or two to get used to is seeing the money in the bank account and before I go to bed saying, ooh, I should pay some of that loan off. So I'm hoping for a good yield so we got enough wheat to feed the chickens at least to the end of the series, which I think we're going to. Because we're ending the series in November. But like I said, that should be 3 more episodes. And the reason why it's November is because we got the eggs to sell. But it's been rather fun playing on a small map, which I have not done in ages. And a few episodes ago, I was asking you guys some opinions on the next series, and the ideas are coming in. And it seems like a lot of people do like the idea of what we're aiming for, so that's a good thing. And no, I haven't picked out a map yet. There were a couple questions that people asking about a budget, and I may have mentioned this in the last episode as well, but as for the budget, I don't know what the budget's going to be until I know. First I got to pick out a map, and then I got to gauge how much the land's going to be. And then, you know, if I pick a small map, then we don't need a high budget limit. If it's something like if I started like on East Violin, but on East Violin we couldn't borrow any money. But since we're approaching it the way we are, I will have a budget limit of some sort. Trying to mix it up every series just to make, you know, a new obstacle. I don't want to say a challenge, but sometimes it's a challenge. But like here, all we really said was nothing over 200 horsepower. And that worked out rather well. The one thing, like on the next series, it was mentioned in a comment about and I mentioned it before, the lease to own mod. I probably won't go with that. It's a good mod. It's a good option for what we're doing. But in a way, by just leasing equipment only, or only being able to buy used equipment, I don't want to have that mod and just say, well, let's just get a T8 New Holland, which is my favorite tractor, and just lease it until we own it. And then people, then it's going to be like, well, you're still being able to pick the tractors you want. You're just paying for it differently, which is true. So, probably not going to run that mod just for that reason. We're going to be at the mercy of whatever is in for the sale items, or just have to lease what we need. And I am thinking just sticking to a limit of 5 leased items, which sounds like a lot, but as I mentioned before, if it's harvest season and we don't own anything yet, I got to lease a harvester, the header trailer. That's 3 items. Then I got to, lease a trailer and a tractor. So, yeah, maybe 5 items. I could make it a little more challenging and just say 4, and then try to find a way around that. But so at least that's my thought process for now. And like I said, I don't have a map picked out yet. I don't know when the series will start yet. I don't know if I'm going to start it right after this series ends and just have it take its place. But yeah, I got to start looking into it a little bit more. So after getting all that talked through, we have finished harvesting the first wheat field. Let's go ahead and we'll just park this right here for a moment. Actually, that's going to stay parked there. Let's go grab the Fiat and the trailer, and we'll grab the first load because the combine is pretty much full. We'll empty that out, and we should be able to top off the chickens with the feed. Oh, wait a minute. Might be kind of close. Actually, the curious question is, did the chickens run out of food last night? Nope, they got 225 liters left. Alright, yeah, don't go out that way. That's the soybean field now, so definitely gotta avoid that. Zoom in on here and we'll take a quick little screenshot of our harvest. And we should be able to harvest the rest of that wheat field over there and be able to top off the combine, I would think. Well, let's go feed our chickens. And then we'll grab the telehandler and we'll have to start moving some eggs. Nope, my big butt can't fit between the tractor and the combine. Yeah, this is not going to top off the chickens, actually. Since they're just about empty, I think they take 7,500 liters in that feed trough. Yeah, I probably should buy this grass field as well, because I keep going through it to feed the chickens. So I say not buy any more fields, but we may buy a couple just to get back to the farmers where I've been driving through their fields enough. Yeah, so the chickens now have food. Yeah, it might be 7,500, maybe 8, somewhere around there. But at least with a full trough, that will keep them going for quite a while. And look at that beautiful canola. Yeah, it's nice that we have different crop types this year. Did I put canola in a field on the other side? I think so. I'm like 90% sure. Let's have a quick look here in a moment. Of course, we do know this is soybeans. I think I put canola in that field, and I really don't remember at this point. What did I put over here? No, we got soybeans. Soybeans. We got a lot of soybeans. That's all right. It's all good. Okay, so just for curiosity, how much is that field right there? That's 9,000. And this one is 8,000. All right, well, let's go ahead and just do it now. We'll buy it. And we'll buy this grass field here as well. So now we own those fields there. And someone may say I should buy... Wait, do I already own that? Where I'm turning around? So I already own, in a way, that house I always turn around at. When I go sell up the street and I turn around that yard there, we kind of already own that. So, yeah. Well, we're back down to 3,400, but that's fine. We'll make the money back pretty easily. Well, I say pretty easily. Really not until November do we sell anything. So now we own this grass field. So now I can go ahead and do a little bit more landscaping. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the field though. Shit, I can't plant nothing to be able to harvest it by the end of the year. That can't happen. So maybe I'll just make it regular, get rid of the field itself and just make it regular meadow grass. Maybe the same thing here, or at least cut it off to here. Or maybe a wise thing we could do. Could the farm handle another chicken coop? That'd be, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't try to expand and just make the roads, and we'll in the future we would figure out what to do with it. Just not in this series. But just role playing there a little bit. But anyways, the loan is gone. We started the wheat harvest. Yep, the harvest season has started in year number 6 apparently. That's what we're in. So yeah, looking back now at it, I don't remember. I think we may have borrowed the 1.5 million like in our second year, so not in the first year from August to December, but maybe somewhere in there we borrowed the 1.5 million and we paid it off in 5 years, which is pretty darn good. And it's thanks to this building right here and the sheep, and of course putting cotton into the greenhouses. And then of course the sawmill paid off very well for us as well. So yeah, no more loan. And we bought 3 pieces of land today as well. 1 for storage, and 2 just because we cut across those fields too much. It's time that we buy them and make some roads. So maybe we'll do some landscaping next episode in between harvesting as well. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Selendra. But until then, have a good one.